Welcome back to Odds of War. My name's Matt. Today, we're talking about what can we expect in the future for Kill Team. Stay tuned. All right, so I don't normally do videos like this, just sort of talking about the grand state of the game. But recently I've been actually receiving a fair few amount of comments scattered across different videos here and there about whether I thought Games Workshop was going to keep supporting Kill Team, what's going to happen for the future of Kill Team, what's going on with Kill Team, that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd make a little video today talking about that. So to have a full picture of what we can expect in the future for Kill Team, I thought it would be most appropriate to start by looking at what has come already for Kill Team and then talk about what my expectations are and what I sort of think will happen with Kill Team going forward. But before we get to that, guys, just want to remind you to make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you're interested in supporting the channel, we do have a Patreon live right now that has a backer reward of an awesome narrative battle report starring the Sisters of Battle versus the Orcs. Those are coming out monthly on our Patreon. So you can find links for all that sort of stuff down in the description below. Let's get to it. Like I said, I think the very first thing we should do to be able to really project what can happen with Kill Team is to sort of look back at what has come for Kill Team since its release. For many of you, this is your first introduction to Kill Team and all that, but actually Kill Team has been a supported game style from Games Workshop in the 40K universe for many years before this edition of Kill Team. This is actually just the latest in a long line of Kill Team. Let's look at it. The original Kill Team core manual and the subsequent starter box and all that released actually in July of 2018. So it's been this edition of Kill Team. Again, that's what I want to stress. This is just an edition, which I think probably already answers a bit of the question of will they continue to support it. So this released July 2018. Then scattered throughout the rest of 2018 was faction sets, kill zones, which were like terrain collections with boards and things like that. And then in September of 2018, they released Rogue Trader, which was again, a whole new board, a whole new sort of mission style, and 2 bespoke new kill teams. Then in October of 2018, we got the Commanders expansion. Perhaps the infamous Commanders expansion. Some people like the Commanders, some people don't. They definitely are great for narrative play, maybe not so much for matched play, but there you have it. That was October 2018. Okay, so then the rest of 2018 was fairly quiet. It was just mostly more faction specific releases, more kill zones, and then some White Dwarf stuff. Then that brought us to 2019, which in February of 2019, we got Kill Team Arena expansion. Okay, so it had been out for less than a year at that point, had already received 2 major box set expansions and the Commanders expansion. In May of 2019, we got Elites, and I think that's really where Kill Team came into its own with the Elites expansion. This book provided a lot of new options. I think this is what players really expected, really wanted from Kill Team, was a big sort of boost in like available models to play in a standard game. So that was May. All right, then pretty much nothing from May to August except for more again, faction-related box sets, kill zones, White Dwarf stuff, okay? Then in August, so just about a little over a year later, we get the core box set 2, which was, again, new terrain, a new board, and then it had the Adeptus Astartes and the Tau as the starter set there. So you got a second starter set just a little over a year after that, after the original release of this edition. Then for the rest of 2019, it was pretty quiet. It was some faction stuff, Killzone stuff, mostly White Dwarf stuff. Then we end 2019 with of course, the Kill Team Annual. Okay. Once again, seemingly a bit of a divisive product, a divisive book. Really great because it basically compiles everything that was released sort of disparately from 2018 through the entirety of 2019, all in that book there for you, save except for Rogue Trader and Arena, right? Everything else is kind of collected there for you. That's where we're at now. Now, 2020 has been very quiet as far as Kill Team goes, so I can understand why people are like, hey, what's going on with it? What's like the deal? Is GW just dropping it or whatever? But there has been White Dwarf support for Kill Team. Different factions like the Sisters of Silence have come out in White Dwarf. In June, the most recent like physical product release was the Kill Team dice and card set, which is kind of a reprint of some stuff they released alongside the original edition of Kill Team. And actually, I was surprised before I sat down to record this video. I wanted to go through the release schedule and make sure I wasn't like forgetting anything or missing anything and properly set the expectation, even just for myself. That's 2 years of like pretty consistent releases and pretty good support. Now, from that point, I want to actually talk about, what do people want from Kill Team support now from GW? What can we realistically expect from GW as far as further Kill Team support? Just last week, you guys will have seen a battle between Rico and myself, which is a Commanders game. So we use Commanders, we use Elites. I use the Sisters of Battle, he uses the Necrons. Okay, we needed access to all 4 of these books for everything. So we needed the core manual for, of course, the core rules, the scouting phase. We needed the Commanders expansion for our mission, and we needed the Commanders expansion for Rico's Commander. We needed Elites for some of the Elite models that Rico was taking, and then we needed the Kill Team Annual for all of my model rules for playing the Sisters. That's actually a big reason why I wanted to do this video, is like, when people say, will GW continue to support this game, maybe ask yourself, like, what are you looking for? And let us know down in the comments, what are you expecting when you're hoping for further support and releases from GW? Because I can tell you from just having played it, having to flip through 4 separate books, it wasn't preferable. If some of this could be condensed, that would be very nice. For myself, if I had to put my like wish list of something, my actual wish list would be a Kill Team 2.0, right? A Kill Team, another edition of Kill Team where we can get all of this, all 4 books condensed down into maybe one nice hardback book that'll be there. I would actually prefer if they backed off of producing more rules, unless, like I said, it was going to be a compilation style, get everything collected in as few books as possible. As far as model support, I mean, that's one of the very best things about Kill Team is that when they release new models for 40K, when they release new models for Blackstone Fortress, those things get ported into Kill Team like that. They release those rules, they have them there for you so you can use them in your games of Kill Team. So they are consistently supporting Kill Team in the format of just releasing new models for their other game systems. I certainly don't think that Kill Team is dead or dying in any way, shape, or form. I think it's as supported as you want it to be. If you have a good local community with people who are interested in playing it, then you've got yourself a great thriving Kill Team community. If you watch any of the content creators here on YouTube that create content centered around Kill Team, you'll see that they have lively viewerships, good communities are found there, and everything like that. So I actually think Kill Team's pretty well supported through 2020. Now, what can we expect maybe going forward? Once again, looking back at this release schedule, I actually think it's really interesting. So in July 2018, we get our first core set, the first big release. We get expansions and stuff up until August, where we get a second starter set. Of course, early 2020 has been very quiet as far as Kill Team goes, but actually that makes a lot of sense given the fact that, number one, COVID really slowed things down. And then number 2, now we have knowledge of Warhammer 40K 9th edition has been coming out. So that's obviously been the prime focus for Games Workshop. I actually think it wouldn't be too far off. We're in July now of 2020. In a world without COVID, I don't think it would be too far off the mark to expect another sort of big box set release right around this time frame. Now, considering COVID and 9th edition coming out, I do think that anything like that probably is pushed further down the line in the year. So I would actually expect something like another, if not another big box set expansion, something like a, Commanders or Elites, perhaps something like Kill Team Heavy Support or Kill Team Fast Attack or something like that for later this year, potentially. But the big one I do think that we'll see is a Kill Team Annual 2020 coming down the pipe here around holiday time this year. What can we expect in there? Obviously, just like 2019, we'll expect anything that's been released since the 2019 annual in like the White Dwarf publication stuff will get condensed into that. I would expect probably new missions, some new ways to play, that sort of stuff. They revealed that with 9th edition and the Indominus box set, that all that new like Space Marines and Necrons models and stuff were going to be coming to Kill Team. So I think we can probably expect to see those rules published in the Kill Team Annual 2020. And hopefully, fingers crossed, especially for me, something like official rules for Sisters of Battle, Order Convictions. So barring the Kill Team Annual 2020, like I said, I'd hope to see maybe another nice expansion for something like Fast Attack or Heavy Support slots. But I do think that what we'll see, if not later this year, definitely in 2021, is something like a new edition of Kill Team, taking all the feedback that they've been given from these past 2 years now of people playing, things like tournament packets and stuff like that. So I think that's what we'll see. And that's it, guys. That's the video. So thank you so much for watching. Let us know down in the comments what you want to see for Kill Team support from GW coming up, and let us know what your wish list is, what you think needs improvement, whether or not you want to see a Kill Team 2.0 sort of thing. And make sure to hit the thumbs up if you like this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and check out our Patreon. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.